next guest is fresh off a win as Best Actor at the Cannes Film Festival for his new movie. It's called Kinds of Kindness. It opens in select theaters June 21st and everywhere June 28th. Please welcome Jesse Plemons. What's going on?
Jimmy!
Oh, hey, what are you doing?
I got him, Jimmy!
You got who?
Matt Damon, he was trying to sneak into the show.
I told you, I'm not Matt Damon.
Nice try, son of a bitch.
Hey, Kimmel, that's not Matt Damon, that's our guest Jesse Plemons.
Are you sure, Jimmy?
I'm positive, yeah.
I need to give him the Matt Damon test.
Okay, go ahead.
Was 2 + 2?
4.
Wow, you're not Matt Damon. You're very smart. Okay, you can go.
How do you like them apples?
Huh? Go ahead.
All right, I'm glad we picked it up. And one more time, please say hello to Jesse Plemons, everybody. He's just doing his job, but I'm so sorry that happened to you. I really am.
I appreciate it, but my God.
Guillermo, shame on you. You got to be more careful with the guests.
I'm so sorry. You just look a little bit like him.
Just enough, you got to be.
Again, I'm very sorry. Do people say that to you? Often?
It has somewhat been haunting me for.
It has been haunting you.
For a little while. There was an occasion at the Toronto Film Festival maybe 10 years ago or so where I was stepping into an elevator, and you know, everyone at festivals, they're kind of looking around to see who they can spot. And this woman asked me, she's like, "Are you Matt Damon?" I said, "No, I'm sorry, I'm not." And she looked at me as if, wow, Matt Damon is a liar and I felt bad.
No, you should never feel bad about that. It's true. She was right. I mean, she may have arrived at that decision the wrong way. By the way, you and I could do a lot of damage together to his reputation, you know?
Could be the beginning of something really.
We get you
really
one of
special.
those Dunkin' Donut suits, and you can run around like kicking old ladies and pushing children out into traffic. All the things he does regularly.
It's true. Yeah, you got to stand there.
Do you see a resemblance?
It's hard for me to say. Not really. No.
Right.
But you know, when I was younger, my aunt watched Good Will Hunting, and for some reason called and told my mom, "This is what Jesse's gonna look like when he gets older."
Oh, she's so mean. That's really a mean thing to say.
I know.
I have an Aunt Chippy who's kind of like that. Yeah, she does cruel stuff like that. But you did play like his character as a kid in a movie, right?
I did. All the Pretty Horses. Billy Bob Thornton directed it, and at the time, it was the most exciting, even with Matt Damon, it was the most exciting part that I had gotten, you know, Western. And by the time the movie was premiering, my mom called our local theater and got them to do a special screening for us. I invited this girl that I had a crush on, and I was supposed to be the very first scene of the movie. And we sit down, and I'm not there, and I keep thinking, oh, well, you know, could have changed it in the edit, and sat through the whole thing, and I never showed up.
Matt?
But so maybe it was him.
Of course it was him. Billy Bob would never do that.
Yeah.
Of course it was him.
This is all
my
making
God.
sense.
You know what? I have to say, I mean, I'm sorry that happened to you, but to confirm my suspicions makes me feel really good about myself.
Yeah, I feel good too.
You know, usually I see you, neither one of us are wearing suits, is at circle time at our son's school. Your son and my son are in the same kindergarten class together.
They are. It's a very sweet group of kids.
Yeah.
And I do have to tell you, the other day, we were talking, the school just ended, and we were asking him, somehow it came up, who's the funniest kid in your class? And with that, well, actually, he thought for a second, and he was like, Billy. So you should know.
Oh, thank you. Well, you know what? We do tell him, like,
funny.
if you're not the funniest, don't come home.
Right.
Grades, we don't care about. I just want to know.
So like a rigorous sort
Billy
of
loves
comedy
Ennis,
training.
too. I know they had a little dispute at one time over a chair, and there was a pencil sharpening incident, but they seem to have gotten over it pretty much immediately.
I know. Now he's giving him props for being the funniest kid.
Speaking of props, congratulations. You got this Best Actor at the... Is it Cannes or Cannes? What do they say?
I think it's Cannes, but I don't feel right pronouncing it like that.
Your director is Yorgos Lanthimos, who's like kind of like a crazy genius. Is that a fair way to describe him?
I think that's fair. Yeah.
And more crazy or genius?
Sometimes the two kind of go hand in hand, but he's also he sort of exists in his own universe, he's somewhat like his films, which sounds like it could be a scary thing, but he's really into creating a troupe of actors, and he's just as into finding talented people as he is like good people that he wants to work with and spend a lot of time with and all of that. So.
That's great. And it's fun. It's interesting. He must be great to work with because the actors who work with him seem to come back regularly. I think you've got Emma Stone in this movie. Yeah. Willem Dafoe is in the movie. Margaret Qualley is in the movie. And now, do you feel like you are part of the troupe?
I guess I am. I'm going to do another one here at the end of the month.
Well, then you're part of the troupe for sure.
I guess I'm part of the troupe.
And then will you be expected to do all of his movies? Do you think he's going to want that? And then will you feel like you have to do all of his movies?
He's so good that I feel like there are some directors that, without reading the script, you're just like, I'll probably do this movie.
He's one of those guys.
Yeah.
Did you not read the script for this?
No, I did, but it's not like I didn't.
You did read the script.
It mattered. Yeah.
Did you read the script for the next one?
No.
You haven't read it, but you said
I have. Yeah.
You have. Okay. All right.
Yeah. But yeah, it's just like I said, it's unlike any other type of experience you can have on a movie set where we do these. At the beginning, rarely there's a little bit of a rehearsal process, but his rehearsal process is.
I heard he makes you do. I was reading something about you're like acting like the fish or something like that, or ridiculous stuff.
Yeah, I mean the first few days, I was trying to, on an intellectual level, figure out what the objective is or what he wants to get out of this, what I'm supposed to get out of this. And by the second day, I thought, I guess I'm just supposed to feel lost and like I have no idea what I'm doing. Maybe that's the goal. Because it's working,
Well, it does seem to be working. I mean, these movies seem to come out great somehow.
Yeah.
He must know what he's doing.
But then you reach this place where it's just like silly abandon, and you kind of get out of your own head, and it does bring you closer to the other actors and all of that.
Well, the movie is called Kinds of Kindness. It is opening in select theaters June 21st, and then everywhere on June 28th. Jesse Plemons, everybody. Thank you, Jesse. We'll be right back.